Hey everyone, welcome to another video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about one of the most important things to me. This is something that I've been harping about all my life, and I think that a lot of people are too. So I thought that it'd be a good idea to share it in this video. So I want to talk about honesty and the importance of honesty in everyday lives. Now there is a pandemic, excuse my French, about lying and not being honest. I feel like there's so many people who think that lying is the way to do it. That lying is how you get what you want, and that without lies, you can't get further in life. And most people, I think, that they think this because other people have lied to them, and they think that the only reason to get ahead and to move forward is to do the same thing. So what they do is that they lie, and then it just propagates this propaganda, again, excuse my French, about lies. So what they're doing is just lying. But the problem with lying is that every time that you lie to yourself. You create a cognitive load that limits you from actually doing things and making things happen. Now, when this happens, when you start lying, it is a circle, a cycle that is very, very difficult to break. And I know this because I have friends who've confessed to me that they were liars, even compulsive liars. And I have always been, kind of surprised, but you know when someone is a liar. There's something about them. And what I figured out is that what about them is really like they're always trying to catch themselves out of the last lie that they've done. So they do a lie, and then there's another lie, and then there's another lie, and then it's just about catching yourself, as opposed to truly living, as opposed to truly be happy. Now, before I keep going, if this is you, I just want you to know that there is always a way to get out of this cycle of lying. And obviously it starts with the truth. You have to start telling the truth and live with the consequences. Now, the problem is that sometimes the consequences are too grand, but this is not the topic of this video. The topic of this video is honesty. So once you're on the side of honesty, this is what you actually get. Well, first of all, you get honest with yourself, so you can know where you're at personally. You know where you're at in your personality. You know where you're at in all the things that matter to you. So all your little parts of your personality, all the levels, you know where they're at. So you know where you're at in confidence. You know where you're at in intelligence. You know where you're at in emotional intelligence. You know where you're at in relationships. So it allows you to really have like a perfect understanding of who you are. And this ties into another point, that when you have an understanding of who you are, other people understand who you are as well. So that gives you more understanding in relationships. Now, there's obviously way more stuff. And one last thing that I want to share about honesty is that it allows you to be yourself. And when you're able to be yourself, you can create a better version of yourself. So you can do what you're actually supposed to do. Instead of lying to get where you want, you can actually get where you want. And the difference between the two is that when you lie to get where you want, and once you're there, you can't get to the next level. But when you get there actually without lying, then you can get to the next level. And let me tell you a story about this. When I started my first business, we were really hyped about what we were going to do. And with this hype came, lies. We would tell everyone that we were going to blow up. We would tell everyone that, we were doing bigger things than we actually were. And although a lot of them were white lies, I think all of them were white lies. We never actually said something that wasn't true. It was a lot of, no, you believe me about this, and then we're gonna figure out how to do this. And what ended up happening is that the pressure was too big, and we had to follow up on the lie and maintain an image that wasn't necessarily real. And what ended up happening is that we had to close the business down because we couldn't, basically we weren't making enough money for, we had too many expenses and not enough revenue. And I learned that that probably is always going to happen if we overpromise and underdeliver over and over. Not that we're doing this to ourselves, right? We're overpromising to ourselves and to the people around us, and then we were under delivering in revenue. And this is going to happen over and over and over if we keep lying. So the honesty comes in, and it gives you so many different perks that I wanted to dive really deep into, but unfortunately I'm out of time because I don't want to keep these videos too long. But that said, I want to know, what do you think about honesty? When has it served you? When have you been able to surpass a liar? Or when has it been able to make your life that much better? I think it's a topic that a lot of people are dealing with, not because everyone's a liar, but because everyone is trying to fit in. And a lot of the times when it comes to fitting in, it's very tempting to lie. Lie about your credentials, lie about who you are, lie about what you like, So maybe that's also a topic for another video. But that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't hesitate to let me know, and I will see you in the next one.